All right. So how are you all doing?
Fine.
Excellent. It's always fun to speak into the Zoom abyss. I see that in all of my classes. The instructor poses a question and everyone's just kind of like, maybe if I don't move, she'll think I'm frozen. So, all right. Admit a couple more people here. So, a lot of people joining. All right, so as many of you know already after looking at our Canvas page, my name is Sheridan, and I think we'll take a little bit of time today to introduce ourselves. I'll go through the Canvas page a little bit more and show you guys the syllabus. I have had a couple of questions about the syllabus so far, so we'll go through it a bit, and if you have any questions to bring up, please do. I want to make sure that everyone is on the same page so far. Since we're all underclassmen here, we're gonna do the age-old introduce yourself by your name, your major, and maybe what your interest in that major is. So I'll begin. As I've already said, my name is Sheridan. I am a graduate student here. I'm in my first year. I'm studying composition and rhetoric. So I'm hoping that that means that I will be an effective writing lawyer in the future. I am extremely interested in the law and reading legal documents and hopefully writing them someday. So I'm just going to call on you in according to my list here. So next up is Chandler.
Yeah, my name is Chandler. My major is wildlife and outdoor enterprise management, and my goal with that is to hopefully run my own hunting and fishing lodge to do guided hunts and everything.
All right. Heather?
Hi, I'm Heather, and I'm going to have a BA in history. And hobbies, I like to sew, and I do a lot of living history events, mostly within the Civil War era, but yes.
Allie?
Hi, I'm Allie. I'm a sophomore studying animal science with a pre-vet concentration. So I hope to one day go to veterinary school and become a full-time veterinary surgeon.
Awesome. Dylan?
Hi, I'm Dylan. I'm a sophomore, and I'm currently in the open option right now, but I'm looking at construction science and computer science.
Ethan?
My name's Ethan, and I'm a sophomore, and I'm currently studying to become a software engineer, and hopefully I can get a job, hopefully right out of college at like some startup company, and then hopefully into a bigger company as time progresses, I guess.
All right. Julia?
Can you hear me?
Very faintly.
Okay, my name is Julia, and I am a health and nutrition major, and then I plan on studying pre-PA.
All right. Caleb?
Can you hear me?
Yes, now we can.
All right. Hello, my name is Caleb. I'm a business marketing major, and hopefully my plans with that, I want to become a chief marketing operator for a successful business, a big business.
All right. Kayla?
Hi, I am doing animal sciences, emphasis on pre-vet, and I'm getting a certificate in equine sciences and companion animal management.
All right, a lot of animal lovers here. Nice. Maggie?
I'm Maggie. I'm a sophomore. I'm also an animal science pre-vet, and I'd like to be a successful veterinarian one day.
All right. Ryan?
Hi, my name is Ryan Deaver. I am studying sales marketing, like strategic selling, I guess you could say. And I plan to do just some type of sales, like business to business sales someday. Hope to get a good job after college.
All right. And then the last person on my list is Tony.
Hi, my name is Tony. I'm majoring in finance, and I'll be honest, I'm really not sure what I'm going to do with that at the moment.
Totally fair. All right. So I guess I'll have to make sure I include a couple of animal articles here and there for you guys to look at. That tends to be a common major amongst you all. All right. So I guess we'll just jump into talking about the course. First off, are there any general questions that we should address right away? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, moving on. Okay. Have you guys watched my introductory video yet? Kind of like a head nod? Yeah? Right, so you knew that I was awkward right off the bat. Establish that right now and we'll be good. So you should all be able to see my screen now. As I said in my email, our Zoom link will always be right there at the top so that you don't lose it. I've had professors in the past who like only email it to me once, and then as the months go by, my email is like full and I can't ever find it, and it's a little bit of stress, but it's fine. So we'll go through these dates first. That'll be the most important thing to you guys. As, yeah, planning your lives and knowing when things are due is one of the most important things. So, so far, these dates are part of our syllabus. The first paper being due on September the 11th, and then the 9th, the 6th, and the 20th for October and November. As you may notice, the 6th to the 20th is a short turnaround, but I've already talked to my other instructors, and that paper should be relatively easy, so don't worry about only having 14 days of class between those two papers. It shouldn't be an issue for you guys. We'll go back here, and oh, I just realized something that I didn't do. All right, so have most of you completed the assignments that are due today? Okay, so go ahead and do that later. They're due at midnight. All of our assignments will be due at midnight unless I tell you otherwise. So you have plenty of time. Both of the assignments today are ungraded. The survey is just, I would like some information so that I know how to best structure our course. The other one is required by the university though, so it is important that you do that. I recommend doing it right when class ends. You just have to sign your name electronically. It's pretty easy, so just get that done, and then the university won't ask me why you haven't done it. And then the quiz over the syllabus is due on Wednesday night. It's only 5 questions, pretty easy. All of the answers obviously are in the syllabus. And then what I wanted to discuss with you guys is the introductory essay assignment. So this is the one object that differs from what I said in the syllabus about assignments being due on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. This I decided to give you guys until Saturday, since today is our first day of class. I figured I should give you guys a little bit more than just to Friday. One of my friends is making his students do it for Wednesday night, so who's the great one here? Me. So it's pretty easy. You don't have to use the textbook for this really at all. This is about your personal experience in describing a time in which you were or were not successful in persuading someone to do something. So this could be a friend, a coworker. If you're a great citizen and wrote a letter to a representative, that would be fantastic. I wrote about a moment in which I persuaded myself not to kill a clam. I was fishing, I caught a clam, I was really excited about it. We weren't catching any fish. And then I was like, am I really gonna kill this clam? So that's what I wrote about. So it can be interesting. Don't think that it has to be like you had an argument with someone like Democrat versus Republican. That doesn't have to be it. It can be as simple as clams. Your audience is me, so consider that. And then since this is going to be a personal essay, the use of personal pronouns is fine. And yeah, just practice identifying your argument, thinking about the ways in which you were or were not successful. Highlight the areas in which you may have failed in your argument or where you succeeded in your argument, and you should have a pretty good paper there. I've got some pre-writing assignment, or not assignments, pre-writing tips here for you. If you think about these questions, such as who you were trying to convince and what their identity is, what their background is, what their beliefs may be, et cetera, how controversial this argument may be, like in my case of the clams, not very controversial. I guess if you wanted to take it to like a animal advocacy group, that would be pretty controversial. But yeah, if you go in the, I'm sorry, my kitten is trying to kill himself. I'm so sorry. It's like having a child. I know someone who's pregnant and I'm like, how can you do that? This thing occupies all of my time and attention, and I can't even imagine having a child right now. Anyway, continue. Ignore the cat. Who were you trying to persuade? This addresses your audience again, and then really be critical in if you were successful or not, and how your success came about. So shouldn't be too difficult. You only need to write about 2 to 3 pages, double space, 1-inch margins, Times New Roman, 12-point font. For you freshmen, that will be the standard. All of that, you should always use Times New Roman. I've been using Times New Roman for like 8 years. So yeah, are there any questions about this assignment so far? All right, we will move on. If you do come up with something, please email me. That's why I gave you guys until Saturday night. I figured that was plenty of time for you to try to come up with what you're going to write about. And then if you need to ask me for suggestions, help on structuring, we have all week to do that. So for this week, this is your big assignment. Make sure that you are considering it. Try not to put it off until Saturday. I've never done that before, but I'm like morally obligated to tell you not to. All right. And then, as I said in my welcome video, I think that's where it was, I have our first actual module of information published already. There are 3 others that aren't published yet, so I will publish the next one in a week or 2. I need to do some final editing on the assignments for that, but you'll expect to see that before we actually start the module. I'm not going to throw it on you the day before. That would be rude. So in each of our modules, we have an overview of what the module in the textbook is, and then I have your reading assignment for the week. I tried to divide it up based on the assignments, so you don't have to read the entire module, I think is how it's divided in the textbook. Only the sections that I specify, so I'll show you here. I have these headers in italics so that you know where to read. I said stop reading just before the drafting activity, so you have a good idea of what your reading requirement for the week will be. That being said, make sure you do it, especially for this module. The paper that you guys will be writing at the end of this module is going to be similar to your introductory essay, except you're going to be describing it in terms of rhetorical devices. So the things that you'll be learning in this module are going to be critical for your paper. So please, please, please do the reading. And then, yeah, we've got a couple of assignments for that week too. As I said in my email this morning, I will send out an announcement every week highlighting what assignments are due. If you haven't already, set your Canvas to send you emails when your professors post announcements. That'll save you so much stress. So just anytime I change the Canvas to something that affects all of you, you'll all be notified and we'll stay on the same page for what is due, because I don't want you guys to miss any assignments. Every week we will have some sort of discussion board in which you will communicate with each other a little bit. So please, when you are writing on those, refer to K-State's Principles of Community. We want to have a welcoming and inclusive area for discussion. So some of these discussions that we will be having, people will have different opinions on, and I will be moderating those. So as long as we are all respectful and understanding, everything will be great. And that being said, I ask in most of your discussions that you make an original post and then you comment on someone else's post. So, sorry, he fell. Why did I adopt a kitten right before class started? I don't know. All right, and then I don't think we need to go too far ahead. I don't want to overwhelm you guys with information. Any questions so far? Well, we successfully talked about the assignments. Let's go through the syllabus one more time. I had several people reach out to me with questions about class and whether or not it will be in person or not. So we'll just go through those now, and hopefully I will clear up some confusion. So on the syllabus page on Canvas, as I said, you can find my name, my email, and I will have my office hour on Wednesday. This is the link to this Zoom meeting, so if you need to find it there too, you can. Something that I added over last week, toward the end of the week, is this course communication plan. So this is where the specifics for this section of English 200 can be found, and how we will be navigating class in this time of COVID. So right now, we are mostly asynchronous. As I said, these Monday meetings will be optional. I won't require you to attend them, but as we move through the semester, they will be beneficial. And as I was saying, for your first paper, there are going to be some terms that understanding them is critical to writing a good paper. So if you need to come to this meeting and make sure that you understand the concepts, that's what these are for. So, yep, 11:30 Central Time is when these start. As I said in my email too earlier, please don't try to join it before class time. I was getting, I think I got 6 or 7 emails during my own class, and my computer kept dinging as I was trying to speak. I was like, this is really awkward. So, yeah, save me some embarrassment, please. Because this class is asynchronous, you guys will need to take the responsibility of making sure that you complete the assignments on time and that you are checking in regularly. I hinted in my email that I can tell when you guys sign in, so that's just to say that if you don't turn in your assignments for the week and I can see that you haven't signed in since the week before, don't try to tell me that you were working on them, because I will know. I didn't actually know that professors could check Canvas activity on students until 2 weeks ago, and I'm in my 5th year here, so that's fun. So every 3.5 weeks, you can expect us to go through a module. As you saw with the dates, we have about a month from the first paper to the second paper, and then from the second to the third. So I don't think that the course load is going to be a lot, but if you need some adjustments to be made on an individual level, please email me. As I said, besides our introductory essay, assignments will be due Monday, Wednesday, Friday, so don't worry about Tuesday, Thursday. And for grading, I will get those done as soon as I can. I just ask that you guys bear in mind that I am myself a student. I'm taking 9 graduate credit hours right now, so if I'm a little later than 1 week on your papers, please forgive me and don't hate me. All right. So I think the last thing I need to mention for you guys is that our expository writing program does have this grace period policy that is unique to this program. It's not common in other departments, so we do offer a 48-hour grace period on these papers. So that means that as long as you email me, you can have an extra 2 days to work on your papers without any reduction in your grade for it being late. That is contingent on an email, though. That does not apply if I don't hear from you, but in an effort to help accommodate students who may be struggling because of COVID-19, we're offering that extra 48 hours. So, and then if further accommodation is needed, just email me and we can figure something out. That's all I wanted to talk about. Does anyone have any questions or concerns?
I do.
Yeah.
You're recording these sessions, and I was just wondering who will have access. Will they be on YouTube, like your introductory video, or?
I am going to play with that. Sorry, he fell again. I couldn't figure out how to upload the MP4 directly to Canvas. So if I can do that, I will do that. Otherwise, yes, I will upload them to YouTube. I will try to add closed captions, but they will be available on a Canvas page that I will set up later today.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome. Anyone else?
Yeah, I also have a question. Are the Zoom meetings only on Mondays?
Yes. These are going to be like our quote unquote class sessions. I do, like I said, have my office hours on Wednesdays at the same time, or no, technically after our class. So that could be another opportunity for you to meet in this medium, but yes, there aren't any other Zoom meetings. Anyone else? All right, I'm gonna go see what he's trying to eat. He is Darcy, by the way. I don't know if I said that earlier. He's only 6 months old, and he decided to audition for My Cat from Hell today. It's been a long day already. So I will end this Zoom meeting here. If you haven't already, please, since you're on your computer, do the survey and the plagiarism signature. As I said, that last one's required. I will be sending you many emails if you don't do it. And if you have anything else, just send me an email. And keep in mind your paper due on Saturday night. All right. So that'll be it. Bye, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.